The first U.S.-made Ford Fusion sedan is rolling off the assembly line today in Flat Rock, Michigan. To make that happen, Ford added more than 1,000 jobs and made a $500 million investment to retool its Flat Rock plant. Joining us from Michigan is Ford's President of the Americas, Joe Hinrichs. Joe, you now have the capacity to produce 350,000 of these cars a year. You've already sold more than 180,000 in the first 6 months of the year. Where do you think you'll end the year in terms of sales for the Fusion?
Well, we don't predict the future, but certainly demand has outstripped supply so far this year, and retail sales for Fusion have been up 19%, total sales up 13%. So we definitely see more opportunity out there, which is why we're so excited to be adding the capacity here today in Flat Rock. When you look at the CD segment, where the Fusion competes, it's the largest segment of cars in America, and for us, exciting opportunity to grow our sales even further.
Now, the Fusion is your best-selling car since you launched the Taurus back in the mid-90s. I remember it was a great alternative to that higher-priced Camry. What are margins looking like for the Fusion? I hear folks are really opting for a lot of extras, which obviously adds to those margins.
Well, one of the great things about the Fusion being so stylish and with great fuel economy is we're seeing much higher mix of vehicles, meaning higher series. So titanium, for example, is selling very well. That adds content for the customers with what they want, but also brings in revenue for us. So we're seeing transaction prices up on the new Fusion and increased demand, which is leading to more sales. All a good business equation for us.
Now, in cities like Miami, San Francisco, Los Angeles, the Fusion is really flying off those dealer lots. They're selling in about 20 days versus the industry average, which averages about 2 months. Are you seeing demand continue to pick up in other parts of the country as well?
We really are, Ruben, and what you're seeing is because the Fusion is bringing in over a 50% conquest rate, we're bringing in new customers to the Ford brand with this great product. In addition to that, we're seeing strong growth on the coast, whether it's southeast, like in Miami, or whether it's in San Francisco or LA. We're really excited about that. But of course, the Fusion demand is strong throughout the country, and we think it's going to continue. The industry's been strong this year, and we think the Fusion is going to help us grow our sales even further.
Now, you mentioned the industry's been strong this year. The August auto sales numbers are expected to be out next week. Estimates coming in at about 1.5 million for August. That would put us at a SAAR annual rate of about 16 million. Where are you with those numbers? Are you in that ballpark in terms of your estimates?
Yeah, we are. We believe the industry could be 16 million in August. It's been strong so far, and of course we have the Labor Day weekend coming up, which is a very strong sales event for everybody, and certainly for the industry. So the industry has been strong throughout the spring and summer, and we think it's going to continue. The auto consumer is back, and the average age of the fleet is 11.4 years old. That replacement demand is helping drive sales, as well as the increased housing market, which is also good for trucks.
Now, here in Flat Rock, where you are, you added about 1,400 jobs because your Mexico facility just couldn't keep up with that production demand. Why not just expand there? Is it becoming less costly to bring these jobs back to the U.S.? Are you happy with the flexibility in the collective bargaining process?
We really are. I mean, back in 2007, 2009, in the last round of negotiations in 2011, we worked with the UAW to have a cost structure that allows us to be competitive manufacturing here in America. And we've been adding jobs. Last year we created 8,000 jobs in the U.S. This year we're going to add over 6,500. But we have a competitive business here, and we're growing it, and as you can see what we're doing here. Our Mexican facility is just running flat out. It's at full capacity, and it makes more sense to leverage the plant here that has excess capacity than to actually do brick and mortar at any new plant. So we're leveraging our assets, continuing to get good margins out of our business, and growing our sales at the same time.
Now, next year you've got the F-150 and that Mustang 50th anniversary edition coming out. What are you doing now to prepare for those?
Well, we're certainly excited about Mustang production, and it's going on right behind me, and we built 1 million Mustangs already in this plant alone. We do have the 50th anniversary of the Mustang next April. We're excited about that. We haven't talked about the new news for Mustang. We'll do that at the appropriate time, but clearly we're excited about Mustang sales and where Mustang is going in the future.
Joe, thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having us.
That was Joe Hinrichs, President of the Americas for Ford. In New York, I'm Ruben Ramirez for The Street.